5 minutes. Yeah, because people are still coming in, so we are waiting.
Hello? 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 Hello, everyone, and welcome to the EABS Annual Conference 2024. Dear colleagues, it is my pleasure to extend to all of you a very warm welcome on behalf of the European Association of Biblical Studies. It is such a delight that for the very first time in the history of our association, we are able to gather here in Sofia, one of the oldest cities in Europe. I would like to express a special welcome to the rector of Sofia University, Professor Georgi Wojciew, who is graciously hosting us today in this beautiful and historical hall. Professor Anastas Gergikov, who was the acting rector when Sofia University applied to host this conference, is also present here today. We are grateful to both rectors for their hospitality and for supporting this event. Thank you very much. A special welcome is also due to all members of the local organizing team that consists of representatives from the fields of history, Slavonic studies, theology, and many other fields of humanities. The diversity of this team does not only give testimony to the disciplinary variety of academics in Sofia, but aligns perfectly with the main goal of our association, namely to bring together a diversity of scholars, research areas, approaches, methods, and contexts to engage in scholarly discourse, but related areas as well. Thus, I cannot imagine a better venue of this year's EABS annual conference than Sofia, a city which was named or renamed after the local Saint Sophia Church, and which is by name linked to wisdom and knowledge. Moreover, I was delighted to realize that the city of Sofia has a motto which could be also attributed to our association. Quote, ever growing, never aging. Despite the many challenges the humanities as a whole, but theology and religious studies in particular, have to face in European academia at the moment, EABS is growing continuously. This year's annual conference gives testimony to this growth. With a total of 562 participants, 422 on site and 140 virtual ones, this is one of the biggest conferences in the history of our association. This year, our conference program includes around 150 sessions organized by over 60 research units covering a wide and diverse range of methods, topics, and perspectives. Thus, I would like to express my gratitude to all chairs and speakers and presenters whose research and commitment to EABS represents the foundation of this conference. Thanks to you, we can look forward to an exciting program during the next days. By choosing Sofia as this year's conference venue, our association seeks to strengthen its membership in Southeastern Europe and to highlight its research on Slavonic Apocrypha and parabiblical traditions, an established and still growing field within our association, not least thanks to Anna Maria Totomanova, the chair of the local organizing team. While managing various projects and academic events, Anna Maria graciously invited EABS to the University of Sofia and engaged in liaising with multiple institutions, sponsors, and individuals to ensure the smooth preparation and running of the conference. Anna Maria is not only an expert on Slavonic literature, but with regards to organizing a conference, she can basically make everything work in Sofia. So she's the Wonder Woman of Sofia. Just to give you two examples out of various examples, I would like to mention that Anna Maria arranged free entry to the National Museum of History in Sofia for all conference participants. Just show your name badge at the entrance and enjoy this impressive collection of national treasures from Bulgaria. In addition to that, Anna Maria easily arranged 2 additional travel grants sponsored by the University of Sofia to support researchers from underrepresented and underfinanced countries. Anna Maria, thank you very much for all your hard work for this conference and your commitment to EABS. Dobromir Dobrev took on the role as local project manager of this event easily and put an immense work into planning this conference. With outstanding commitment, stamina, creativity, and just the right dose of humor, he took on the great challenge of organizing a hybrid meeting of such scale. Thanks a lot, Dobry. Moreover, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Simeon Hinkowski, or to put it in my words, the master of keys, who helped us with the facilities and all technological aspects. Thanks a lot, Simeon. Last but not least, I would like to thank the around 20 local volunteers who work intensively to make this meeting a joyful and unforgettable experience. Thanks to all of you and for making us feel so welcome in Sofia and for the enormous work that you have done in preparation of this conference. Thanks a lot. As a constantly growing association with around 1,200 members at the moment, EABS is committed to promoting knowledge, research, and education in academic biblical studies and its related disciplines, not only in Europe, but worldwide. By providing senior and junior scholars an international platform for their research, EABS seeks to foster an intra- and interdisciplinary exchange of high quality with special emphasis on innovative research and new formats of discourse. In addition, the association is deeply committed to supporting junior scholars, in particular in their early career development. This year's graduate symposium in Graz, with a total of around 75 participants, gave testimony to the impact of our student initiatives, and we can look forward to the next year's graduate symposium, which will be held at the University of Groningen. And I think we can even step up with the numbers until 100 participants next year. I would like to take this opportunity to express my thanks to our student representative, Mariola Trolajanowska, and her team of students for their outstanding work in this sector. We could not imagine EABS without our student section. Thank you very much. As many of you know, as executive officer, I'm only one of many committee and subcommittee members who serve our association in various ways. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all these persons for the commitment to EABS. The association could not work without all of you. Since EABS intends to continue the hybrid conference format due to issues of equality and accessibility, the association has invested some money in enabling and simplifying how the hybrid element will work, and we hope that this investment will pay benefits for some years to come. I'm very grateful to all who are helping the association with this challenging task, especially Thomas Wagner, our treasurer, and the team at the University of Wuppertal who provided our Zoom licenses, and Kim Fowler, our information officer. The EABS assistants, Daniel Schmitz, Ildiko Kovac, and Jona Dvirshalem have worked very hard in preparation of this conference, going well beyond what we could ever expect in terms of dedication, flexibility, and personal initiative. There are no words to express our deep gratitude to all of them. Thank you very much. Last but not least, I would like to thank our president, George Brooke, whose term ends this year. Unfortunately, I am speaking not only for myself, but for the entire committee, that it was a pleasure working with you, George. The success of this and the last annual conferences gives also testimony to your impact as president of EABS. Thank you very much. On this note, I wish all of us a wonderful conference, interesting conversations, networking, meeting old friends and making new ones, fruitful exchange, and discussing high-quality research and arguments in the spirit of joy, collegiality, and collaboration. And please enjoy all the beautiful and delicious things Sofia has to offer, among others, roses, wine, and rakia. Enjoy the conference.
So I would like to add my words of welcome, which are automatically very warm. A warm welcome to Sofia for this EABS Conference 2024. Thanks so much to our hosts. All that you have done is appreciated. I have organized conferences myself in the past, but only small ones, and I know the enormous amount of work this takes. So we're very grateful to our local hosts, to all the members of the association who have put in so much time and effort in organizing this conference and in running the association week by week. And in fact, the one person that I really need to thank has just been speaking to you. There is a linchpin that holds everything together, Katerina. So it's my privilege as your president for another 48 hours to inform the association about the people who have been awarded the research grant and our prizes this year. So we begin with the research grant. And I'm very pleased and excited to tell you that the field of applicants this year was the strongest we've had in the history of the research grant. It was a great joy and privilege to read through the applications and the few that were selected in the final round. The choice was very difficult, but in the end, a little group of three of us agreed that the award should go to Camilla Ricalcati from UC Louvain for Jewish identities in Egypt, the LXX Pentateuch, the Corpus Papyrorum Judaicarum, and the importance of Egyptian influences. Camilla, are you here? Is Camilla here? Stand up. So congratulations to Camilla. And so to our student prizes, which have their own prestige, which should not be underestimated. I'm pleased to say that one of our student prizes from last year has now been published in ABNA, the journal with which we have some association, and that's a great pleasure. So our student prizes in Old Testament and Hebrew Bible. A good field here, difficult to decide again on who should win because the range of topics was so wide. We decided we should mention a runner-up. No prize, I'm afraid, but you can put it on your CV. Tommaso Bacci from the University of Chicago is our runner-up. Celestial bodies, foreign gods, or delegates, question mark. A reassessment of the role of the luminaries in Genesis 1:14 to 19. Congratulations, Tommaso. Are you here? I don't, is Tommaso, are you here? Ah, right, tomorrow. So he needs to look back at the video to see how much he was appreciated. But the winner in Old Testament Hebrew Bible studies is Yuval Darabi from Bar Ilan University for his study of Nebuchadnezzar I's retrieval of the statue of Marduk and the rise of Marduk theology. Yuval, are you here? So we must record our applause for him so he can see it. There were slightly less applicants in New Testament, so I would encourage New Testament scholars to encourage their students, or if you're a student yourself, to apply for the prize. This is well worth receiving. But our winner this year in New Testament and related studies is Elizabeth Clayton from the University of Oxford for her essay, First Fruits, Practices of Redemptive Hospitality in the Didache. Elizabeth, are you here? Yeah. So, is Elizabeth here? No, again, she'll need to look at the video to see how much she is appreciated. So that's my task as president at this particular occasion complete. Congratulations to all our award winners and prize winners. And it's excellent that you have submitted to our assessment and come out with glory and honor. Thank you once again to everybody involved in making this conference happen. I'm sure it'll be a very special event, and I give you all my best wishes for the next few days. So I hand over to our local team who are going to welcome us.
Excusez-moi, mais je vais parler en français. Chers mesdames et messieurs, chers collègues, c'est un grand honneur et un grand plaisir pour moi d'ouvrir aujourd'hui le forum scientifique de l'Association européenne pour les études bibliques et au nom de l'ensemble du Conseil académique de l'Université de Sofia Saint-Clément-Ohridski pour vous dire bienvenue dans notre université, bienvenue à Sofia, bienvenue en Bulgarie. L'ampleur de l'événement est très impressionnante. Plus de 400 participants de près de 40 pays et c'est une reconnaissance internationale incontestable des réalisations scientifiques de nos collègues bulgares qui travaillent dans le domaine complexe des études bibliques. C'est pourquoi je tiens à exprimer une immense gratitude au comité d'organisation qui a déployé de gros efforts et a réussi à gérer l'organisation globale du forum. Malgré l'été chaud, j'espère que vous aurez un travail fructueux, que vous échangez des idées et que vous aurez des débats scientifiques approfondis. J'espère également que pendant votre court séjour en Bulgarie, vous aurez l'occasion de découvrir une petite partie du patrimoine culturel de notre pays et d'en garder de merveilleux souvenirs qui seront aidés par les nombreux événements qui l'accompagnent, pour lesquels j'exprime des remerciements particuliers à nos nombreux partenaires sans l'aide desquels l'événement ne sera pas aussi ouvert non seulement aux spécialistes, mais aussi à l'ensemble de la société bulgare. Bonne chance, bon travail et bon séjour en Bulgarie et en Sofia.
Distinguished members of the EABS committee, dear colleagues and guests, dear students, dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm very glad to see you here and to extend another warm welcome to everyone. For almost 5 years, we have been working to make this event happen in Sofia, a city located in the center of the Balkans, successor of the ancient Serdica, whose founder, Saint Constantine the Great, born in our region, used to say, "Serdica is my Rome." Hosting such an important and prestigious scientific event is a great honor for our university and for the local organizing team. And I would like to express our gratitude to all EABS officials we have been working with so far. Thank you, Katarina, Thomas, thank you, thank you, Ildiko, thank you, Daniel. I think together we have made a great team. And there is another person I should say thank you to, And it is my dearest friend and colleague, Florentina Badalanova-Geller, who gave me the idea and encouraged me to apply for hosting an EABS annual conference at Sofia University, our common alma mater. And here we are now in our beautiful Aula Magna, looking forward to starting the sessions and the discussions the conference program offers to us. As you have already seen, the program is very intense and demanding and represents different approaches to the biblical problematics. It brings together renowned and young scholars from 39 countries from all over the world, and I'm sure that we will have an exciting and fruitful annual conference. In the program, we included special sessions dedicated to the Slavonic biblical and parabiblical traditions, our achievements in the area of biblical studies in general, and last but not least, to the role of material objects in the Orthodox rite. And Sofia University, named after the most prominent old Bulgarian writer and preacher, the first bishop of Bulgarian people, Saint Clement of Ohrid, seems to be the right place for it. As local organizers, we have prepared for you some additional events, plenary lectures given by illustrious scholars with different national and scientific background, exhibition located in the university campus and in the National Library, which is the next door. Tours in the city of Sofia and trips to other ancient cities in Bulgaria. I hope that you will benefit also from the opportunities to visit the National Historical Museum and the Museum of Christian Arts and to make informal contacts during the receptions and the coffee breaks. Once again, welcome to Sofia University. And thank you all for being here today. Enjoy the conference and do not let hot weather spoil our good mood. Thank you.
Dear Rector, dear Mr. President, dear colleagues, my name is Anastas Gerchikov. I'm professor in Latin language and drama literature at Sofia University, so my field is not far from yours. And I will say a few words about Sofia University. I will be short, only a few slides. Sofia University is the oldest and largest university in Bulgaria. It's founded in 1888. The university is named after Saint Clement of Ohrid, the 9th century Bulgarian scholar, one of the pupils of the Saints Cyril and Methodius. Today, Sofia University comprises 16 faculties, 5 in the field of mathematics, informatics, and natural sciences, 2 pedagogical faculties, the Faculty of Journalism, the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration, 2 philological faculties, the Faculty of Slavonic Studies and the Faculty of Classical and Modern Philology. Among other subjects, these 2 faculties offer education in over 70 languages. The Faculty of Philosophy, the Faculty of History, the Faculty of Theology, the Faculty of Law, and the newest one, the Faculty of Medicine. We used to have one 100 years ago, but then after the Second World War, the communists took parts of the university and built new universities and institutes of the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences. So we re-established some of the faculties. The university has also 3 departments: the Department of Information and Training of Teachers, a Department for language teaching, and a Department of Sports. Sofia University offers education in more than 120 bachelor programs. The programs are taught in Bulgarian. However, there are also a large number of bachelor and master programs available in English, French, and other languages. The university offers more than 40 programs and more than 500 courses in foreign languages. Sofia University has about 20,000 students and 1,000 PhD students. We have more than 1,500 international students and around 1,700 professors. Sofia University has several independent units. The University Press with a printing house, a University Center for Information and Communication Technologies, an astronomical observatory, 3 university botanic gardens, etc. The University Library, Professor Tutumanova already mentioned, is the second biggest in the country after the National Library. And today the University Library possesses a rich fund of more than 2.5 million literary entries and has more than 30,000 readers. We also have the Alma Mater Radio and Alma Mater TV, the Students' Theater, the Sofia University Museum, a Museum of Paleontology and Historical Geology, a Museum of Mineralogy and Petrology, exhibitions and galleries. There are also a large number of centers. The Center for Slavonic Byzantine Studies, Professor Ivan Dujcev, a research center in the patristic and Byzantine spiritual heritage, the University Centers for Religious Research, the Center for Eastern Languages and Cultures, the Center for Korean Studies, a Confucius Institute, an approved test center for Oxford's Test of English, the Polar Research Center, a Center for Educational Services, a Center for Online Education, the University Center for the Management of Quality, a Career Center, a Cultural Center, a Jean Monnet Center of Excellence of the Department of European Studies, and many others. Sofia University has a strong focus on research. The university is home to a large number of research institutes and centers. Only the Faculty of Physics has more than 50 laboratories. The faculty members have published extensively in international journals. The university is responsible for 40% of the research results of all 52 Bulgarian higher education institutions, and we have the following centers of excellence. You can see them: University of Science, Informatics and Technologies in the e-society, the Center for Excellence Heritage BG in the field of cultural heritage and creative industries. We participate in the National Center of Mechatronics. The Big Data for Smart Society Institute is a data research institute in partnership with Chalmers University of Technology. And Sofia University also participates in several centers of competence, like the Clean and Circle Center for Clean Technologies and many others. We are also responsible for the Bulgarian Antarctic base, and Sofia University mountains on Alexander Island, Antarctica, were named after the university in appreciation of the university's contribution to the Antarctic exploration. Today, Sofia University focuses on projects funded by national and European programs. Here you can see some of the 300 projects we are implementing now. Sofia University has concluded 840 memorandums and bilateral agreements with more than 70 countries. The university is a member of many international organizations, and you can see some of them listed here. We are participating in the Erasmus program since 1999, and we have 840 agreements with 380 universities from 31 countries. Sofia University has been awarded twice the Erasmus Plus program implementation prize. Sofia University is ranked #1 in the country according to the Bulgarian ranking system, and it's ranked 661 to 670 in QS World University Rankings 2025. But some of the subjects are ranked much higher. For example, the humanities are ranked 288. Sofia University is the national coordinator of Bulgaria's participation in the European Research Infrastructure DARIA, a set of digital collections for the preservation and presentation of our culture and historical heritage. You can see some of the parts of these activities, some of the projects. Telemon, a digital library of ancient Greek inscriptions, a digital edition of manuscript documents from the 19th century, and electronic dictionaries. The university is national coordinator for the European Research Infrastructure for Religious Studies Resilience and is leading partner in the research infrastructure for Bulgarian medieval written heritage included in the National Research Infrastructure Roadmap. The university plays an active part in the formation and development of national and regional strategies and policies. The university has been a leader of social movements and protests, starting with a demonstration against our monarch in 1905, continuing with protests in the last years of the communist regime and in the beginning of the democracy, and with closing down the university in 2013 as a protest against the appointment of a controversial politician as head of the State Agency for National Security. The university has many notable alumni. All Bulgarian presidents except the current one have graduated Sofia University. Among the doctors honoris causa of the university are personalities such as Nikola Tesla, Frédéric and Thierry Joliot-Curie, Umberto Eco, Paul Ricoeur, Jacques Derrida, politicians such as Helmut Kohl and Mikhail Gorbachev, and several Nobel laureates. And that was my short presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Dear Mr. Rector, dear colleagues, my name is Mira Markova, and I am Dean of the Faculty of History. And it is my honor to briefly introduce one of the organizers of today's important forum. It is Faculty of History. Okay, where is the, thank you. The formation of modern historical knowledge in our country is directly related to that of the university. And history as a science is the basis of the higher education in Bulgaria. Faculty of History was the first faculty in Sofia University. The first academic disciplines were History of Ancient East, Introduction of Culture, Slavic Ethnography and Dialectology, Greek language, Old Church Slavonic, Latin, Modern History, Pedagogy, Logic, Psychology. It is very important to us nowadays. In recent years, there has been a smooth change of the generation of scientists. I can state to you that Faculty of History today is in the first place in the ranking system in Bulgaria, and the best young historians in our country work in it. Some cooperation networks that we have, some of the most successful scientific networks are those for the prevention of falsification of cultural heritage, the network for the study of the 19th century, those for digital humanities, the network for numismatics, for intercultural communication, and number of others. Here you can see that Faculty of History is highly ranking faculty, the best one in Bulgaria, and most of the publication in my colleagues are in highly ranking journals and publishing houses. We offer 9 bachelor programs in different subjects like history, archaeology, also ethnology and cultural anthropology, archival and documentary studies, and different subjects related to history. Also, we offer 20 MA studies in Bulgarian language, among them 4 MA in English. Here you can see some of them: antiquity in Middle Ages, archaeology, archaeometric, and some others. Here, the other programs. We are very proud with our doctoral studies. We offer 7 PhD doctoral programs, and we have now 68 PhD students. Today, among the conference volunteers for the Faculty of History are the PhD students, so I can thank them. And dear colleagues, they will help you, but my request is that you also help them, because it's very important for them to participate in this very important forum. Here, I can show some of the students' attractions and students' pursuit in different educational systems, and some students' activities also. Students' mobility is also very important for our students. They participated also in different projects. More than 300 students participated in different networks and scientific projects. Here, students in various faculty projects, some of them you can see here, and it's very important for them. Dear colleagues, many are those before us who put our historical science on such foundations, which today deeply obliges to be precise, honest, searching the truth, and critical. This is at the heart of history as a fundamental science. Each scientist has a different approach and different arguments for developing scientific hypotheses, and pluralism has always been a distinctive feature of the Faculty of History. I don't know how history as a science will develop. Time is divided now, and the whole world has really turned upside down to put us to the big test again. One thing is certain, and I can say it with conviction: those who have been to Sofia University remain connected to it forever. I hope that this will happen to you too, dear delegates, dear colleagues. I appreciate your attention. I wish you very successful and fruitful discussion. Good luck and на многое лето.
Dear colleagues, this is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you today to the annual conference of the European Association of Biblical Studies, to be held at the University of Sofia the next few days. My name is Ekaterina Tarpomanova. I'm Vice Dean of the Faculty of Slavic Studies, one of the university units involved in the organization of this wonderful event. The Faculty of Slavic Studies is, in fact, one of the first, the oldest faculties at the University of Sofia. When the university was founded, there were 28 students in history and 15 students in Slavic languages. So this was the start of our faculty. Later on, the big initial faculty of history and philology was split into two faculties, the Faculty of History and the Faculty of Philology, who later become the Faculty of Slavic Studies. So the faculty became an independent unit in 1965 with three main programs: the program of Bulgarian Studies, Russian Studies, and Slavic Studies. So today we have 4 bachelor programs. Our main program is the program of Bulgarian Studies. This is the biggest bachelor program at the faculty, where students can learn synchronic and diachronic aspects of Bulgarian language, and also Bulgarian literature, folklore, culture, and cultural anthropology. In the last years, they may choose between 2 profiles: the profile of pedagogy and the profile of language technologies. Similarly, the program of Russian Studies is organized in 2 profiles, 2 specializations: translation and pedagogy of Russian language and literature. The program of Slavic languages, of Slavic Studies, has 5 Slavic languages, and the students are divided into groups according to the language they learn. So the languages are Polish, Czech, Serbian and Croatian, Slovak, and Ukrainian. And finally, the program of Balkan Studies is our newest program. It was founded 30 years ago, and in it the students learn 3 Balkan languages. Those are the languages in the Balkan linguistic area: Albanian, Romanian, and Greek. The faculty offers 14 master programs that are in different areas of the humanities, including linguistics, literature, culture, and other areas. We also have accreditation for 12 PhD programs that are theory and history of literature, Bulgarian literature, Russian literature, literature of Europe, Africa, America, Asia, and Australia. Those are the linguistics programs, also general and comparative linguistics, translation theory, Bulgarian language, Slavic languages, and different programs of pedagogy. Our teaching staff is organized in 11 departments. The Department of Bulgarian Language ensures the teaching courses of Bulgarian morphology, phonology, syntax, and so on. Bulgarian literature, general Indo-European and Balkan linguistics, and theory of literature, the departments that ensure like more theoretical approach to the language and literature. Syro-Methodian studies, the main organizing team for the conference, the Slavic linguistics, the Slavic literature, Russian language, Russian literature, pedagogy of Bulgarian language and literature, and finally, Bulgarian as a foreign language. So I would like to wish you nice meetings here, fruitful discussions, and enjoy the beauty of summer Sofia. Thank you.
Dear Professor Vocev, Rector of the University of Sofia, dear guest, dear colleague, it's my pleasure to say welcome in our university and to say don't worry, I am the last in the program. I'll say a few words about our Center for Slavic and Byzantine Studies, Professor Ivan Dujcev. The center was founded on 14 May 1986 according to the testament of Professor Ivan Dujcev, eminent Bulgarian scholar in the field of medieval, Byzantine and Slavonic history, member of the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences and of other 10 foreign academies. He left his private house, his library and his manuscript collection, which became the kernel of the future scientific center. For the time of its existence, the institution formed its multidisciplinary scientific research profile, including complex study of the relations between Slavs and Byzantium as a base for forming their common Orthodox culture, as well as the conservation, scientific processing and promoting of the manuscript heritage of the Balkans. Manuscripts representing the former house of Professor Dujcev and now the Center for Slavic and Byzantine Studies. Manuscripts representing co-written traditions of the Balkans in the broad chronological range from the 9th to 19th century are kept in the center. Slavonic manuscripts, more than 100 units. Greek manuscripts, 460, the great collection of Greek manuscripts in Bulgaria, among them very rare samples, and also Oriental manuscript, Turkish and Arabic. The scientific archives and photo archives of our eminent professors, such as the photo archive of Professor Arsen Vasiliev, represent a separate fund. In the beginning of our scientific work, we began with the traditional methods of preparing scientific publications related to the collection, checklists, catalogs, and repertories, restoration activities, and now our work is fixed on long-term projects for the digitization of manuscripts and archives in order to create a modern digital library. Publishing activities were launched soon after the establishment of the center, and today it has more than 80 editions in 12 publishing series. Excuse me. These are the series, and here you see the last editions from 2023 and 2024. And these are our facsimile edition of most precious Bulgarian manuscripts and the scrolls of the Center Ivan Dujcev. In the recent years, the Greek collection has increased by 5 Greek manuscripts, and the Slavonic one grew by over 30 archival units, entire manuscripts or fragments. This was made possible thanks to our donors. Among them, the most active is Mr. Rumen Manov, who has so far donated 28 Slavonic manuscripts, 45 fragments of Greek manuscripts, and 8 old printed books to our library, which makes it very, very rich of this monuments library. The Restoration Laboratory of the Center for Slavic and Byzantine Studies was established in 1993 through the efforts of the director at the center at that time, Professor Ksenia Jurova. The main task was the protection, restoration, and studying of the book fund owned by the library Elena and Ivan Duicevi. With the support of the Japanese government and Sumitomo Foundation, also Japan Foundation, the workshop was equipped with materials and equipment, and Japanese specialists demonstrate their methods of restoration. With their support, a manner of work was ground and which is consistent with recent achievements in the field of restoration and world standards. Restoration intervention, partial or complete, was applied in nearly 80 Greek manuscripts, 12 Slavonic, and more than 20 fragments. And you can here see different activities in our library. Another important project was the cooperation with Vestigia Manuscript Research Center at the University of Graz, Austria, which dates back to 2007. Under this contract, the restorer from Professor Ivan Duicev Center gets the opportunity to work in the restoration laboratory of the University Library in Graz, as well as to get acquainted with the activities in other similar institutions in Austria. The results of the joint research projects analyzing the condition of the manuscripts, their bindings, parchment paper, and colors became the basis for the successful digitization of the manuscript collections, Greek, Slavonic, and Oriental. The digitization of Slavonic manuscript was the first because the number was smaller, and it's already completed. They are part of the University Digital Library and are available entirely online. This is the Laboratory of Digitization in the center, Ivan Duicev. You can see this construction made in Vestigia, especially for our center and for our manuscripts. The Slavonic manuscripts are available under this internet address in the University Library, and the manuscripts are accompanied by the corresponding metadata. The Greek manuscript collection has been fully digitized too. It is accompanied by a short checklist containing up-to-date information, not only on the basic physical date of the manuscripts, their content and dating, but also bibliographic information and on all publications known to date for each archaeographic unit of the collection. We are also currently fulfilling requests for copies in individual sheets of the manuscripts online. The high image quality, the easy access to digital copies are helping researchers even now. In conclusion, I would like to say a few words about the scientific projects implemented in the center. For the years of its existence, there are 18 successfully completed and 2 currently ongoing, both with international participation. Among the completed ones, I will mention the digitization and systematization in a database of the photo archive of Professor Asen Vasiliev, financed by the Scientific Research Fund of the Ministry of Education of Bulgaria. The archive covers over 3,000 photographs of historical objects taken in the period between the two world wars, and it is a bare documentary archive insofar as some of the objects no longer exist. The pilot project for a virtual encyclopedia of multi-ethnic and multi-religious urban centers in Western Bulgaria until the 9th century, which was implemented in the process of the building of the Center of Excellences of our university, Nasledstvo BG or Heritage BG, was also successfully completed. I work on another project related to the training of masters and bachelors in the Center Ivan Duicev Virtual Auditorium, an electronic platform for paleography, codicology, and archival science, has also been finalized. Currently, the center, together with the Faculty of History, Theology, and Slavic Philology, works in the projects resilience project, and also is participant in the international project Bogomilism in History and Today. Of course, I can tell more details, but now we don't have more time. I will say only you are welcome in the Center Ivan Dujčić. You are invited to use our manuscripts collections, our photo archives, because they are the sources for our scientific works, for our researches. Thank you for the attentions.
First of all, I would like to thank all the presenters for today. And it is my pleasure to invite you to a reception after this intense opening program. Thank you for being here again.